The families of slain Diepsloot residents are devastated by the deaths that have occurred this past month. Khulekani Nzima is among the South Africans whose murders are thought to have sparked the outrage in the community. He was allegedly stabbed to death by a gang on Sunday night. He was laid to rest today. Joburg Mayor Mpho Phalatse is in Diepsloot now to meet the police station commander. She has been briefing the media, and to get more on this, we speak to SABC News reporter Patricia Visagie, who is there. Patricia, good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining us. Just share with us what the mayor had to say to the community.
Well, good evening, Iman, and of course to our viewers. The mayor is still in a meeting with, of course, the station commander here at the Diepsloot police station. So she's yet to brief the media. But we understand that she's, of course, here following the spate of violence that has engulfed this community, the chaos that we saw that erupted here. And, of course, the leaders, including the police minister and Minister of Home Affairs, who had to come here and quell the violence and call for calm, and of course the promises that they have made to this community that they will try and get to the bottom of what transpired, what led to the deaths of the several South Africans who have been murdered, and of course that leading to some of the community members retaliating and taking their frustrations out on some of the foreign nationals. There we saw, of course, the mob earlier this week that attacked the Zimbabwean national Elvis Nyati. There, of course, South Africans who have been very vocal this past week, saying that they actually have a huge problem with undocumented foreign nationals, people who are illegal in the country. Some South Africans, of course, are blaming them for the spate of murders that have been taking place in this community, and really just the level of grave criminality that they feel is running amok in their community. Yeah. And many of them saying very strongly that they actually do not have a problem with foreign nationals, but they do have a problem with people who are not following the laws of this country or not respecting South Africans, and who are actually responsible for the high levels of criminality that they feel, of course, are a huge threat to their lives, the lives of their children, and just stability in this particular community. So, of course, we've heard the police minister, Bekele, who has given his assurance that the men and women in blue will be doing the best that they can to make sure that law and order is restored in this community. Right. And we can, of course, confirm from the reports that we saw coming out this past week that an additional about 120 police officers have been deployed here. And, of course, Home Affairs also bringing in their services with about 25 immigration officials who will be helping with the cries about the high levels of undocumented people that are, of course, living in this community.
Patricia,
so,
if
of course,
very quickly,
Johannesburg Mayor also here trying to see how her office can help.
So you're sharing with us that the mayor is in conversation now, or in a meeting with the police station commander. Has the mayor been in the area throughout the week, or is this part of her way of, trying to understand what the latest developments are? What is the reason for a visit today?
Of course, her reason for the reason why she is here is to see what level of support and what resources her office can give to the police station. You would understand there has been a lot of complaints from the community side that they're not getting enough, support and quality of service that they expect from this particular police station. The community members are saying that they actually also very unhappy with the slow pace of investigations following the many murders that have been reported since last year, October. So it's not really just about the people who died in recent week or so, but we also heard the police minister even confirming that, more than 10 people have been murdered since last year, October. So she's here as, of course, one of the leaders in this particular region to see what resources can her office afford this particular community.
Right.
You would understand the Metro Police, of course, being directly under her a list of responsibilities. They work hand in glove with the South African police to make sure that the element of law enforcement is executed. So she's coming in with that to see what is it that her office can do, what support,
yes,
what resources, what coordination of some sort can be given to this police station, and really just the community at large. So she's not here alone. She's also here with two MMCs, one for social development and one for community safety, where of course you would understand this issue has to do with community safety and also a lot of other social ills that might be, at the center of the high levels of crime, criminality, and
right,
the murders that, of course, have caused the outrage and the complaints here in this particular community.
Were you able to observe the funeral service today, and what can you tell us about how the community is feeling and responding to what is and has been, as you said, and remind us, a series of really traumatic circumstances in which people have died?
Of course, a very somber atmosphere, you'd understand. Although today the community is very calm, it seems like it's business as usual. There has been no flare-up incidents overnight since the visit by, of course, the officials yesterday. So it's very calm. There's been no incidents, but the tensions remain, the anger, the quest for answers, the people's frustrations, that is still there. A lot of people are saying that they have heeded the call for calm, for peace, but they're waiting to see with, of course, bated breath whether the promises that were made by, in particular, the police minister, whether that would yield the results that they are hoping for. So although, yes, there is calm, but it's one of those situations where anything can happen at any moment. So we're here on the ground, of course, monitoring what is happening, trying to keep our ears on the ground and to find out what are the developments and what's the way forward. But as matters stand right now, community of Diepsloot has resorted to, of course, peace and calm, and they're saying they have listened to the appeals from the minister to not take the law into their own hands and, of course, come to this police station if they have problems and see how the police can help them.
Thank you very much. Our reporter, Patricia Visagie, there live for us on the ground in Diepsloot.